الحمد لله رب العالمين
الصديق في أحكامه سيدي محمد الشيخ تاج العارفين يا هو الصديق في أحكامه سيدي محمد الشيخ تاج العارفين.
Saints will never play around making fun of animals because they will not have a clear conscience. Knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they certainly are aware that they will be tested because of this act. This is what happened to the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested him to the point of changing his real name, Yashkur, to Nuh in the sacred book, that is the Quran, after marking a dog. When the animal passed in front of him, the Prophet Nuh made fun of the dog by saying the following: this dog could at least arrange a little this fine hair on his face in order to hide the imperfection of his eyes and hair while laughing. Immediately after these words, Ghaib then interpolated the Prophet Nuh, telling him that a person who has received the revelation should not denigrate someone who draws his signs from a source called Ilmul Ladunui. Indeed, a lot of people don't know that animals draw from this source. This is why the cat knows the night of fate. This science is reserved for heavenly aristocrats. It is drawn so that it does not reach an unaffected person. Because living with this science requires having a stamp. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has endowed all animals with the stamp, which cannot be seen because it is represented by a point on the skin and hidden by their furs. When the instincts are down, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses these points to guide them. This is why they have the ability to recognize the man of God. If you have the power to consult the cell in charge of the name of God, Al-Majid, you can communicate with the animals. The Prophet Nuh had omitted all of this by making fun of the dog. To everyone's surprise, the animal gives him a very important answer by telling him the following: by making fun of me, you forgot that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given me the famous stamp and inspired me to adequately respond to this affront. The dog goes on to tell Nuh that, I'm amazed to see a 950-year-old man who was given a universal mission billeted himself to make fun of a dog passing in front of him. And if he had some time to think, you would understand that no creature had created themselves. And even if that were the case, all creatures will be magnificent. The Prophet Noah, aware of his error, tried to calm the animal in vain. The latter turned his back on him and left. The Prophet Noah then cried until he lost his breath. It was from this moment that he was nicknamed Noah, which means the man who was groaning while crying. He didn't cry just to shed tears, but those annoying words have echoed in the intermediate spaces of ghaib, and a dismissal procedure was contemplated because these words were almost attacked. His prophecy, as the predator attacks his prey, like the disease attacks the body, and as the wound attacks the skin. To save the Prophet Nuh's mission, Allah ordered them to cry hot tear in order to redeem himself. Nuh did so, but since he was old and didn't have much strength, he cried until suffocated. When he felt that the punishment was over, he immediately stopped and wondered about his business.
الحمد لله رب